What do you want now?
We've come to discuss something that concerns you.
Really? I'm listening.
We would like to draw your attention to a man who has confessed to terrible crimes.
Has he professed heresy? Venerated one of the demonic creatures worshipped by the savages?
Not exactly. He's responsible for many deaths, and was one of Torsten's supporters.
Who, as you know, was planning to overthrow your governor and take her place.
These truly are crimes. But they have nothing to do with the Ordo Luminis. You should denounce this man to our governor. I'm sure she'll be happy to have him drawn and quartered.
Unfortunately, this man has friends in high places. I doubt that we'll be able to convince the Mother Cardinal.
Politics. The curse of our society. I approve of your quest for justice, and I will help you as much as I can. I can't have your man publicly arrested without raising too many questions. But if you arrange for him to come to one of our jails discreetly, I'll make sure justice is delivered. The felon will receive the punishment he deserves on behalf of the glorious Enlightened.
May he always keep you in his divine blessing, Aloysius. You will soon find this man in your jail.
Anything else?
Nothing. It's all right.
Remember that the Enlightened is always watching you.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. You won't be disappointed.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Sir, Commander Sieglinder wrote this letter to you.
I wasn't expecting that. Even though I never really liked the Major, the Commander is asking me to do all I can to assist you in your mission. So what can I do for you?
We are looking for the Major. We know that he was posted here.
Yes, and officially he still is. But I haven't seen him for some time. Following the coup, he was probably expecting us to go after him. The only people he may have told about his hiding place are his lieutenants. Those two are his henchmen.
I see. Well, we'll just have to go and interrogate them.
If we bring him to you, can you make sure he ends up in an Ordo Luminis jail?
Do you want to condemn him to the stake? That's a bit extreme. Listen, I can lock him up, but you'll have to find a way to keep my men from seeing him.
Why's that?
All the guards in the city know the Major. If they see him brought here, they'll want to know why. And they will surely take it out on the Inquisition, which could end badly.
You're not wrong, Corporal. What do you suggest?
If you bring me some sleeping potions, I could put the whole lot of them to sleep. When they wake up, they'll be ashamed of having slept through their watch. But that's better than spilling blood.
So you need sleeping potions. Is that right?
Yes, to put my men to sleep. That would seem the best way of doing it.
Perfect. And then?
When you have your man, let me know, and I'll do the rest. Anything else?
We should go.
Goodbye.
Now that everything is ready, we should go find these lieutenants. Soldiers! Everyone outside! That's an order!
But, Captain, with all due respect, you're not in our regiment.
We're supposed to stay here, Captain. We must guard the barracks.
I believe that the rank of Captain of the Guard counts regardless of regiment, soldiers. Especially when the said captain reports directly to Commander Sieglinder.
If it's an order from the commander, we'd better obey, guys.
Oh, sorry, Captain. We didn't mean to disobey you. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
You're far from your regiment, Captain. What do you want?
We're looking for Major Herman. I was told you'd know where to find him.
The Major? He must be on a mission somewhere.
Don't play dumb with me, Lieutenant. I'd be sorry to see you arrested as an accomplice.
Listen, Captain. We really don't know what you're talking about. As for your threats, you're not our superior. You're not part of our regiment.
Yet we're here with your new commander's blessing. The Major is accused of treason. You'd better tell us where to find him.
Lies. The Major is a righteous man. We'd give our lives for him.
Really? Let's see you do it. So, are you finally ready to tell us where we can find Herman?
We'll never tell you anything.
Stop! You might be ready to die for him, but I'm not. He's in a warehouse, on the port.
The traitor is probably getting ready to leave the island. What do you want to do with these two, Kurt?
Lieutenants, you're under arrest for now. Go to the commander. She'll decide what to do with you.
At your orders, Captain.
Let's find the Major before he escapes.
Here he is!
What the... Kurt? It's been so long. How did you find me?
Does that really matter, Major? You're finally gonna pay for all your evil, your treachery, and your schemes.
Come with us, Major Herman.
If you think I'm gonna give up without a fight, you're wrong. Soldiers! Seize them!
And death!
No. What?
You shouldn't be surprised. After all, I owe my talents to you.
Let's lock him up. The Inquisitor will do the rest. Kurt, are you all right?
Yes. Better than ever. You cannot even imagine how much I hated that piece of filth.
What did he do to you?
As you may have guessed, I suffered the same treatment as Raina. The only difference is that I survived, and there's even more. Believe me, I'm glad that these memories went up in flames along with that bastard. Thank you, Green Blood. Thank you for helping me as I go through all this. I'll never forget it. Green Blood, my friend. Do you need something?
What happened exactly with Major Herman?
I was just a kid then. But I was sent to an elite camp, although one must say that I was gifted for my age. This is when Captain Herman took charge of me. We were beaten almost every day. We hardly slept, and he humiliated us at every opportunity. The same treatment as Raina, Wilhelm, and the others. Except, Herman occasionally came to visit us at night. But it's something I'd rather forget. The bastard went up in flames, and all my memories along with him. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Karantz. I must return to my village to prepare my mother's funeral. But fear I won't have the strength to do it without the help of a friend. Will you come with me?
Of course. I'd be happy to be by your side. Let's go.
Siora, Asir. Always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
I'm only here to accompany Siora.
I came to give our mother back to the earth, Iseld. It is high time we did, I know. Performing the ritual might help me feel less empty. Iseld, I miss her too. Did you go to Vasrigan? No. Preparing the place is the role of the Donegada. I was afraid I would not do things properly. We are approaching Vasrigan. This is where I will perform the ritual. This burial mound has been the final resting place of our queens for generations. It must be prepared before we can start the ritual. Something's wrong. Normally, you would hear the birds singing in this place.
What do you mean?
You think intruders would risk coming here?
There. Tamelands. This is not their natural habitat at all. We cannot leave them here, so close to the burial mound. You never see any around here. They must have nested in the shadow of the burial mound.
In that case, we have no choice but to destroy their nests. Otherwise, they'll just keep coming back.
You are right. We cannot let these carnivores roam so close to my mother's remains. Will no longer trouble the peace of our queen. All we have to do now is to take care of the ceremony.
Is there anything else to prepare?
Of course. We will need some sensors crafted especially for the ritual.
Where can we find them?
It would be ideal if we could craft them ourselves, but otherwise the village artisan probably sells them. And I will also need some mortuary lotion. I will have to coat my mother's body with it before giving her back to the earth. I will give you a list of all the ingredients because we will have to prepare it ourselves. The merchants won't sell it. Once we have gathered these last items, then Isolde and I will be able to perform the ritual. I thank you for being by my side and helping me the way you are. It means a lot to me.
Don't mention it, Siora.
We have all that we need. Let's go back to the burial mound to put everything in place. Here we are. It is on this stone altar that we will place the body of my mother. We must place a censer where her head will be, and another near her feet. And then you will have done everything you could to help me. And I am infinitely grateful for it. Your presence by my side means a lot to me. But only my sister and I can participate in the ceremony. This is how our ritual of the dead is performed. Do you understand? Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you later.
There. Everything is in place. Thanks again, Onol Manawi. My sister should be joining me soon. You should wait outside. Oh, these rituals are demanding. But they help us to say goodbye to those we love. You have been a true friend. A Karans, accepting to help me the way you did. Thank you. I will never forget the kindness you displayed. Conforming to our customs and staying by my side.
It's only natural, Siora. I know what it feels like to lose someone who was dear to you.
We should go now. It is time to return to the living. Karans, do you need something?
What do you intend to do now? Will you become the Donegad of your clan again?
I will most likely do it, but not now. I still have a lot to discover by your side.
I hope that you do not feel constrained to do so. I would completely understand if you had to go back to your people.
You are a noble-hearted woman, and a true Anol Manawi. Do not worry. I'm not staying because I feel constrained to do so, but because I like being with you all. And especially with you. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Karans, I am glad you came to talk to me. I have something to ask you.
I'm listening.
What do the women on your island do when they really like someone? Everything is so complicated where you come from.
In my culture, we do not talk about our feelings. Especially not amongst nobles. Marriages are arranged more often than not.
I knew it. Never mind. I'll do it my way. Your body and your soul are speaking with mine, Anol Manawi. And if you feel the same way, I would love to spend some time alone with you.
I would love that too. Meet me outside my room the next time we're at the house.
I will be there. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Anal Manawi, do you still agree to spend some time with me?
Of course. I was waiting for this moment. Come.
I have never met someone like you, Anal Manawi. My heart has never beaten so fast for anyone. What about you? Do you think you are my Menundanem?
I hope so. Because I love you too, Siora.
Kairto. This is how we say I love you in our language. Koden nes greda komolai. Our two hearts beat together.
I'm happy you came to find me. Allow me to apologize once again. I should have spoken to you sooner, told you what I knew, and not betrayed your trust.
Indeed, you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up for it and help you find your family again.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. We had trouble communicating at first, of course, but we gradually learned to understand one another. She was important in her village. Based on what I know today, I think she was a Donegad. She told me her name, Arelwyn, and told me about her family. She even gave me a pendant for you. You were only a child, so I gave it to Mrs. de Sade for safekeeping.
She gave me a necklace when I went to say goodbye to her. She said it was a family heirloom. Did my mother tell you the name of her village?
No. But I'm sure the Norts can help us. They were the ones who took your mother to the continent.
It was such a long time ago. How can I find out if they remember?
The Norts record everything down to the gentlest breeze. They must have written something in a logbook somewhere. So, do you want to try and find out where you come from? Do you want to find your relatives?
Yes. All this is so new to me. But I suppose so, yes.
Let's go then.
You have come at the right time, Your Excellency. I am in a delicate situation and your help would be invaluable.
I'm listening, Admiral.
Captain Reuben warned me that he suspected a member of his crew of being a spy. It is almost certain she sent secret navigation information to foreigners.
Why ask me to take care of it?
This is a very serious accusation. One that results in a member of the guild being expelled. The Norts are like a family, very connected, but also likely to carry resentment. I think an external view is required to be certain that there will be no bias. Anyway, their ship is anchored at New Serene. Your authority will allow you to get more answers than us.
I see. What is the exact nature of the information that could have been sent?
It's up to you to find out. But all the Norts know how we navigate our ships. You've seen the techniques we use, and you know we want to keep them secret.
I agree. Where can I find Captain Reuben?
At the port in your town. You know his ship. It was Captain Vasco's before he landed. I'm counting on you, Your Excellency. We must shed light on this case.
I have come to talk to you about a personal matter.
After what I revealed to you, I was sure you would come back to find me. What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships, from a native captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions, and our old archives are far from here.
Is there no one on Tier 3D who can help us? Please.
Very well. I do know an old captain who could perhaps help you out.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Captain Lissandro.
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
Desarde?
Yes, Admiral?
Don't get too caught up in the past. That one in particular. Nothing good will come of it.
Whether or not we choose to get caught up in it, Admiral, the past always catches up with us. Sadly, I'm paying the price of this. Let us thank the enlightened that a captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Hello there. My name is Desarde. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I am Captain Lissandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. How odd. Well, what can I do for you?
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You're the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember, and yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
You've said it yourself, Captain. You've come across more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. Sea-born, sea-given. All of them were torn from their roots, even if they found a new family. And you've clearly had the same experience.
Absolutely. You are indeed the child that was born on our ship. You speak like one of our own. Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village, of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. de Sade was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago. But I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes. Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Arelwyn was a renowned healer across all of Teofradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly, compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And do you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. and this is often done at the expense of others. There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find her.
The islanders protect their Donegad. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I am looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Donegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I am extremely grateful.
Protect me in this battle!
There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals. It looks like she may be in danger.
Let's go and help. It's got to be her.
How do you feel, madam?
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan? The Donegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or better, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
A Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Relwyn, who died far away from us all, and divorced Tierce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved Relwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Duktaram. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good, for once in my deceitful life. For you, and for her. I hope the Enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you later.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I will see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
What brings you here?
The Admiral asked me to shed light on your little problem of indiscretion in your ranks.
I see. I would be happy to answer any questions you have.
You told the Admiral that you suspect one of your crew members.
Indeed. The young apprentice sailor, Alba. A committed volunteer from Dlive. She only joined us a short time ago. Did you want to know anything else?
What led you to these suspicions?
Of the girl's behavior. She was very eager at first, very willing, almost too much. Then, suddenly, she became nervous. She isolated herself, and did not speak to others. She's a recent recruit, which inevitably raised some doubts about her vocation. Sometimes I saw her hanging around my cabin. My papers were often disturbed. And since we've returned to port, she's almost never on board. Well, you can understand my concern, but you should probably talk to the other members of the crew. They may know something else.
I have the feeling that what aroused your suspicions most is the fact that she was a volunteer.
You must understand that volunteers are very rare, especially from Dlive. Their beliefs are quite contrary to our philosophy. Did you want to know anything else?
Do you know what information she may have sent?
I don't know exactly what you know about our navigation methods.
Let's say that magic does not have much to do with it.
I see. Well, of course she knows that too. She saw some of our machines on board, and by searching through my papers, she could get even more sensitive information. Did you want to know anything else?
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain of the ship we arrived on.
The Seahorse? Yes. It's an excellent ship and a good crew. But you did the crossing. You know it as well as me. Did you want to know anything else?
That'll be all, Captain. Thank you.
Your Excellency, it's a pleasure. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me anything about Alba?
Oh, I don't know her very well. She only joined our crew recently. But she pulls her weight. You can't hold that against her. You might say she shows a little too much zeal even, at times. That being said, ever since we got here, I found her a little distraught. You could even say nervous.
Would you know where I could find her?
No. I wouldn't. Where's she missed roll call? Well, I hope she didn't do something stupid. These committed volunteers, we never know if we can trust them. Anything else?
I need to be off. Perhaps we'll meet later.
Farewell, then.
Hey, happy to see you again. How have things been going for you since your crossing?
Good, thank you. Even if I've quite a list of errands to check off.
Then straight to it. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young woman going by the name of Alba.
I know her. She joined our crew at the same time as our new captain. Did you try the tavern? Don't give me that look there. I've kept from the bottle since that story with Jonas, you know that. No matter. When we're at dock, there's nothing much else to do. It might be that little Alba went there to take a look. Anything else?
I need to go. Farewell.
Smooth sailing.
Your Excellency, I am so pleased to see you again.
The pleasure is shared.
What can I do for you?
I would like you to tell me anything you can about a member of your crew. Alba.
She joined our party recently, but I like her already. She works hard and is full of courage. You know, she is one of those rare Nauts that joined of her own volition, and she did everything she could to become one of our own. Until we arrived here, she suddenly became distraught and frightened. It brought back memories.
Do you know where I could find her? I'd like to ask her some questions.
No, I've not seen her for a while. Maybe at the tavern? She was playing cards there from time to time. Anything else, Your Excellency?
I'm afraid I need to be going. Watch out for yourself.
None of this helps us. They all told us pretty much the same thing. She changed her behavior when she arrived here. Perhaps this is a sign, or perhaps not.
We were told that she was sometimes at the tavern. We should take a look there.
This time, you are going too far. I will not let you say one more word.
That's it. You can shout all you want, but I'm right, you old drunkard.
Not at all. I played that hand honestly. You're so drunk. You see double, that's all.
Are you kidding me? I saw that second king. Not only are you cheating, but you cheat badly.
You call me a cheater again, and I'll make you eat your words. That king must have arrived there by chance. This time, you are going too far. I will not let you say one more word.
That's it.
Come on, gentlemen. Please calm down.
Who are you to give us orders?
That's true. You want to see how tough? Oh, you don't know who you're messing with.
I'd prefer not to get involved in drunken quarrels. No good tends to come from it.
You'd better get out of here, unless you want to end up in jail.
Ooh, she thinks we'll allow that to happen.
On guard, sir! On guard!
What can I pour for you?
I'm looking for a young Naut. She goes by the name of Alba and sails on Captain Reuben's ship.
I wouldn't know who that is. Why don't you go and ask that fellow over there? He often shares a bottle with the sailors. He might remember your Naut. Anything else?
Give me a bottle of your best drink.
There you go. But be careful. She's got a strong bite.
Hey, look at that! The upper crust coming to slum it at the tavern. How may I help you?
We're looking for a young Naut. She's part of Captain Reuben's crew.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. A girl who loses her pay with style. But I don't know where she is. She looked sad last time I saw her. Didn't have her head in the game.
Have you ever heard her talk about secrets or documents you'd like to exchange?
Are you asking me if she's a spy? No idea, she told me nothing. But if that's why you're looking for her, I may have seen things that might interest you. I'm often mistaken for a drunkard, so they pay no attention to me. But I see everything.
Tell me what you saw. This should quench your thirst. So, what did you see?
Well, returning late at night, I spotted a guy I'd seen before at the tavern. He often spent time with the Nauts, and he was in the street, fiddling with a stone, looking suspicious. So, I took a closer look when he left. I thought he'd stashed money or something, but no. There was a box under the stone, but there was no gold inside, just papers. They were messages, and from the look of the guy, they couldn't be love letters. Now, I don't know how to read, so I couldn't understand what it was about, but maybe those were your secrets?
Where is this hiding place?
Cross the bridge at the exit of the town. On the left, look for the stone. The box is underneath.
Thank you, soldier.
My pleasure, friend. Do you want to know anything else?
That'll be all, soldier. Thank you. This stone must be the one the soldier told us about. Look, it hides a box.
It's a dead drop.
Well then, we'll have to catch whoever uses it red-handed.
These bushes will shield us from prying eyes. We can wait for your spies there. We can see without being seen here.
Well, what should we do? Shall we wait here? Someone is coming.
This man looks like a messenger. We should follow him and find out who gives him his orders.
Well, gentlemen, what are you plotting?
Fool! They followed us!
But I was careful!
I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and you have been caught plotting treason. So I suggest you talk. What do these messages contain, and what are they about?
You're wasting your time. I won't say a word.
Do you realize that you were suspected of espionage and conspiracy? Don't you think you'd better explain yourself?
Wait! I don't want to end up in jail. It's not about the secrets of the congregation. Let me explain. Some time ago, it was rumored that the secrets of the Naughts were for sale. Well, my country was interested. So I started exchanging messages as you've been doing. The Naught who was willing to give up these secrets demanded a fortune. He also wanted to become a citizen. But we were only at the negotiation stage. For the moment, I have received nothing concrete. Just promises.
Who is the Naught you're talking to?
I've no idea. The messages were signed White Rose. But I doubt it's a real name.
Very well. You seem to be telling the truth. And give me the message in your possession before leaving.
Very well. Here it is. Now, if you'll allow me, I will leave the town.